All right, welcome to the Sweet Science of Fighting Jiu-Jitsu Instructional Channel. James and Ryan here, again, going through more parts of Ryan's book. Make sure you check that out on Amazon. The link will be down in the description, but more defensive concepts so you don't get submitted. We're going to run through the diamond concept, essentially denying your opponent inside position.
This is going to be actually really interesting because we're going to go from, there's a bit of confusion with like diamond concept and like panda idea. Yeah, because both principles or concepts have the idea of denying inside position. So inside position is actually very critical to understand, especially as a beginner, defensively. The inside position is, go down knees real quick, is the space between the armpit and the hip. If I acquire this space, if either one of us acquire this space on each other, then we are technically can be in a better position of control. Okay, that doesn't mean I can't do things with outside positions like overhooks and things like this, but from standing to ground, if I have an inside position on James or he has an inside position on me, then he's technically is more in control of whatever position we're playing. And this is universal. So, and it's not just his arms, it's also his legs. So take it back, like the back mount, for example. He'll have two hooks in and he'll have a seat belt. Well, he's operating all inside the inside position. When somebody goes to mount, what are they doing? They're on the inside position, right? They have their knees between my armpit and my hip. Somebody's in side control. What are they doing? They're between my armpit and my hip. They're able to control the position. All submissions, for the most part, there are exceptions, but most of the submissions you're going to come across in jiu-jitsu require some form of control of the inside position to actually finish this submission, right? And that's just simply fact because I need to control the body. If I don't control the body and I'm just trying to go for a submission, he can move around and roll around. So just one idea to take into play here. So we're going to go very specific with the diamond concept. The diamond concept is simply this, is if I'm here, I want to stay connected, okay? So my knees connect to my elbows and I stay connected. So that means when James comes in and starts putting pressure, right? And I'm here, even if I don't know much jiu-jitsu, I stay connected. What I don't want to do is this and start to reach around and do these things. Now I can frame out, and this is very specific, I have to do specific frames. But if I'm just like doing this, like all this position's open, this is gonna be open, right? So when I do this and I retract, I'm framed in and I'm trying to prevent this inside position from being obtained. It also gives me good frames and wedges between James and I. So he can like go all the way on top and I can just stay framed up like this and I'm not using too much energy here, right? Again, what I do from there depends on your skill level. You start to go into guards and all these things, but just the simple idea of denying this inside position. The Panda system will take you to the extreme in this idea, which we'll go over, but this is just a very simple idea from the perspective of guard, right? Any kind of guard I'm playing, I'm typically trying to connect my elbows and my knees and my elbows and my knees together. And I'm also, notice how I'm connecting here. This kind of creates a frame on my elbow creates a frame on my knee, so when he's pushing in, it's like reinforced, right? And we can also, and this is a good concept to keep an idea as well, is just like having simple kickstands, right? Like this is another idea of just having kickstands so that when you push on there, I'm not having to fight, but I have a kickstand. So kickstands are really great ideas that kind of go along with this idea of diamond, right? We're just reinforcing our knees with our elbows and our arms, and we're keeping this position closed off. So you can see this whole position is closed off. It doesn't mean that James cannot get the position. He's just gonna have to work for it a little harder, right? And that's where the game starts. The game starts at who can get who's inside position, and then from there, things start to go crazy. So anyways, so that's gonna be the diamond concept, very simple. And then from there, we'll move on to a panda, which will go to the more extreme.